Hey everyone, and welcome back to Remember This Tech. In today's episode, I'm going to be checking out an ultra cheap Dell laptop, Inspiron 15.6 inch laptop. It's got a 1080p screen, a Ryzen 3 7320U processor with 4 cores and 8 threads. It's based on the Zen 2 architecture. It also has a max boost of up to 4.1 gigahertz CPU speed with a base clock of 2.4 gigahertz. L1 cache 256 kilobits, L2 is 2 meg, and L3 is 4 meg. Now the default TDP is 15 watts, and it sports a AMD Radeon 610M graphics GPU on the die. It sports a graphics core count of 2, and it is a max graphics frequency of 1900 megahertz. DisplayPort version 1.0, HDMI 2.0, HDCP supported version 2.3, USB Type-C DisplayPort. It also comes with a 512 gig M2 NVMe solid state drive, 8 gig of DDR5 memory, LPDDR5 memory, and it's on board. And here is your memory card slot for one USB, headphone jack, and then there's one USB, and then there is your USB, and then there's HDMI out and your power adapter. It also comes with Windows 11 Home and a 65 watt AC adapter and Realtek Wi-Fi 5 with Bluetooth. We're gonna see if we can do some 1080p or maybe even 1440p YouTube browsing. We're going to test some synthetic benchmarks. We're going to go ahead and do something that you probably shouldn't do. I'm going to test to see if any games can play at 720p. I'm pretty sure states that this system can't be upgraded for memory. I'm going to crack the system open and find out if anything is upgradable NVMe drive or the memory in the system, which it might not be. And that could be a deal breaker for a lot of people. I'm not holding any high hopes because it wasn't meant for gaming, but that's what we're going to do because that's what we do on this channel. Push things and see if you can get light gaming out of this system. Let's get right into it, shall we? Come on, let's go! I just used one of these phone tools to slide underneath here and gently pry up the back of the case after removing the screws. As you see here, it's kind of as I feared, but I don't see a spot for any of the memory to be upgraded. There's no memory upgrade in this unit. This right here is your NVMe slot. I want to take that apart now. And it looked like there's a spot here for a hard drive right here. See, HDD. I don't know where the hell you were going to connect it to though. I mean, where is the connector, you know? There's no SATA. I mean, what good is it? You can't connect it to nothing, so took the 2 small screws out, and this is your SSD, tiny one, small form factor. You could put in a full length one if you want. It is not a fast unit. It really bums me out that this laptop doesn't have any extra RAM slot, and I kind of knew that going into it, but now you know too that you probably shouldn't buy this laptop. If you have any intention of upgrading the RAM, you're not going to be able to. And what might you do in that case? You would probably or should install Linux on it. Linux Mint Mate probably would run better than Windows 11. This operating system gobbles up all the available RAM, and what's left for the GPU is pretty much minimal. Yeah, between those two, so. And the AMD FX 8320 CPU, and we're going to be seeing if they can still game in 2025. They're both long in the tooth, so we're going to go through the gamut of a few. Mark Firestrike, the 10. So we did the CrystalDiskMark on this NVMe, and it's not the fastest. In fact, the writes are pretty sad. The read is good, you know, but then it drops off at 4K really bad. And I don't know why the write is so abysmal. I have no idea. Change this and then do another test run. It's really bad. It's far from what modern day Gen 3 NVMe's can do. And we did a real world test here. Just shows IOPS and the read and write speeds, and didn't do much better. In fact, we did worse. Let's get on to the next synthetic benchmark, which will be 3D Mark. So 3D Mark score is, well, you can see the results for yourself. CPU score is not horrible, but Time Spy just couldn't cut it, you know. 1080p, you know, the CPU was getting up there with its max boost, and the GPU was max boosting as well, but it just couldn't handle it. Probably should have done the Firestrike score, but hey, real world result here, Time Spy failure. You know what? It doesn't look bad. 720p though, so. And GPU is maxed. But we're doing alright with the FPS here. So, you know what? Not too bad, 720p. I wonder if we can do 1080p. Let's stop the counter, let's get out of here, and let's try to do 1080p. And let's start the counter. I'm sure, well, who knows how it's gonna do. 1080p. Is it playable? Does it look alright? Yes. Is it playable? Yes, I guess. So, yeah, I mean, you got some pretty big dips here, but you could play this at 1080p. We are not looking too good right now. Why am I on my horse by the water? And this is 720p. This is pretty horrible. Did you expect anything less? Why are there such huge spikes in the FPS? But then we're getting like 5 FPS and then 11. So laggy. Do I have to put it down to 360p and make this an ultimately crappy gaming experience? I shouldn't be trying to fight this Drake right now, especially if I am really lagging this bad, but why not? This could be the ultimate death for Geralt of Rivia. It is such a lag fest. I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill this guy. I'm probably gonna die. Yeah, I beat this guy. I beat him! No, this is not a fun gaming experience. No, it's not. Oh, that's not much better. It is somewhat lower, but it ain't gonna help us here, I don't think.
Faster.
It gives you an error. It says VRAM, not enough VRAM available. You want to continue? Just click continue and see if you can get it to run. I had this problem before and it ran fine, but we'll find out if it runs this time. The frame limit to 60 FPS. We have some upscaling is off. 720p, 50% brightness. Let's shut off the vertical sync, the V-sync. Image quality and low. We'll just leave that there. I don't feel like doing anything that's gonna make me reset the game. Alright, let's see if we can start this and then start the counter and see if it runs or not. Let me start the counter. Yep. Yeah, I think we're not having a good time here. We are freezing up. This is pretty much, I don't think at 720p is going to be playable. Yeah, we are not playable at 720p. See if I can reduce the graphics to something less. Resolution at least, I don't think we can. Let's see, okay, let's set this to 30. and this is not changeable, so I'm scrolling a little bit better now that I put it to 30 FPS. Not playing better, but
reference that grid point. We need to secure it home.
you are not going to be playing this game on this top. If you think you are, then you're probably going to die.
Ready and able.
We'll find what you need, sir.
So, alright, we're gonna stop this. I'm going to start this graphics test for War Thunder. You know, this game plays very well on limited hardware, but I'm really gonna test it out on this system, and who in the hell knows what's gonna happen. GPU test here. Select your desired graphics preset. I'm thinking 60 FPS minimum in the, because basically it says you're gonna get graphics quality reduced, blah blah blah. It's not recommended using this mode until you can play on low on any custom settings. Maximum FPS, let's just do this. Usually I was able to play this on lower hardware. That's why I'm trying this game, just to get a feel of how things are optimized or how they're gonna run. Again, don't hold much hope, but I am going to see how this runs regardless on this 610M Radeon graphics, and also the 7320U 4-core 8-thread CPU, if I can ever join a game. Oh, look at this, look at this. We're playing. Look at this. Yeah, 11 FPS is a little low on the low end, but we're seeing 48, 16, 18, so ain't too shabby. Why is this guy shooting at me for? Okay, I'll run him into the wall. This is playing really decently for what I didn't think it was going to get this high, to be honest with you. I haven't played this game in a long time. No? Answer the question, can you play War Thunder on this system? Hells yeah, you can. Am I doing anything? Can I shoot anything? No. But, hey, I did kill that guy. Huh. Oh, how did he destroy me? I'm hidden behind the machinery, and he, like, shot this perfect shot at me, and he just killed me. Talk about a cheating battle. So when you die, you've got to switch tanks, because you only have a certain amount of tanks that you can use, and I have this old piece of crap World War I looking piece of tank. So it's very less effective, but yeah, whatever. Great. I sacrificed my tank for the greater good. Look how much smaller that little ass tank is compared to the other one. And these guys, they're cheating. Like, there's no way you could just hit me. Yeah, sure. So, this game is 100% playable. I found something we can play on this laptop. Amazing. Great, let's go to the next game. I think the last game we're gonna abuse this laptop with is that I'm gonna play Left 4 Dead 2. Alright, well, this is the time for the chainsaw. Alright, don't seem to be able to make it through here. Ah, I don't want to die, no. I don't think I can get down there either. Look at he's running. He's running from the chainsaw. He's dying. He's dying. Does chainsaw have unlimited gas? There's not really much you can do. You can go into the bathroom and you can burn up and die. Anyways, I'm gonna jump out this window. Hell with it. So yeah, you can play that game. Of course, it's like 10 years plus old, but hey, we have scored 2 wins. So my final thoughts on this 15.6-inch Dell Inspiron laptop. It's not going to win any gaming awards. It was never intended for gaming, so if that's your general purpose, you might want to look elsewhere. It can play some older games. Played War Thunder really nice. Who is this laptop for? Well, I would say it's for someone on a very tight budget, as it's a budget laptop, obviously. You can't upgrade it, so I showed you that. Keep that in mind. Buyer beware. If you're just looking for YouTube browsing, 1080p, a little bit higher, it's going to do that flawlessly. If you're going to be doing web stuff, online bill pay, general purpose, things like that, office stuff, it'll do it fine. Should you buy this for a student or an older person or just a secondary couch surfing laptop? If you get it for $250, maybe $270 or less, it seems like a solid bargain, especially if you get a warranty direct from Dell or what have you. Now, if it was me, I would strip Windows 11 or reduce all the bloat if I was going to continue to use a Microsoft OS. But realistically, I would put Linux on there. Linux Mint, Mate perhaps, just to get more headroom from the system. Only having 8 gig of RAM is a hindrance. It would bring the system to its knees. So that's my recommendation, Linux Mint Mate, if you're going to keep this and do anything else besides what I listed. So hopefully you got a little bit of insight into this budget laptop from Dell and whether you're considering it or not. Hopefully it helped you out a little bit. So thanks for watching me abuse some entry-level laptop from Dell. And thanks for watching Remember This Tech.